One of the biggest things I see for runners when they're trying to improve the run form is they get way overcomplicated, and it only leads to confusion and a lot of errors. Hey everyone, my name is Steve Gonzer, physical therapist with Run Smart Online. We are getting ready to close out the midfoot project, which actually ends, sign up ends today, registration ends today. And I want to talk about what I see a lot of people making a mistake on, which is how to improve the run form. So if you haven't checked it out yet, go to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 run form, it's a great place to start. But I want to talk to you about where most people go wrong, because as I work with patients and runners as clients, this is the biggest thing I see with people is they get either overindulgent in tech, or they're focusing on too many things at once. So like when we prioritize, the biggest thing I can tell you is to keep everything so simple. So when we look at run form, the best place always to start is to make sure that you have some strength, but also to start with how your foot hits the ground. So when your foot hits the ground and based on how the foot hits the ground, that's going to set up the rest of the chain of events along the line. So you're running around, the foot's about to hit the ground. Depending on where that foot is, what the foot position is, what the knee position is, that's going to translate through the rest of your form. So you always want to start with keeping it simple and just focusing on that foot strike, and then you move on to the next things. It's not uncommon where I see someone trying to work on their cadence, they're working on their, what else do they work on? Like their trunk rotation, their lean, their knee drive, all these things all at once, and it really just, like, we can't multitask on it, and you get frustrated, and a lot of runners get frustrated, and they come in, they're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like trying to change all these things. So only focus on one thing at a time. And what that'll do is it'll give you the ability to zero in. You're rewiring bad habits. Let's face it. When I had a conversation about run form this week with a patient, and the conversation was like, every step that you take ingrains a habit further. Like I'm going get ready to go for a run. That's why I'm dressed like this. So imagine when you're putting your shoes on, right? Like you slide a shoe on, you tie it, unless you're someone who just slides them in every time. Don't do that. But you tie it, and when you're tying your shoe, you don't think, oh, loop, swoop, and pull. You just you can talk, you can look and do something else and tie your shoe while you're doing another task, because you have a habit loop that allows you to tie your shoe. Running's the same way. Like you go out for a run, you don't have to tell yourself, take a step, take a step, take a step, because you form this habit loop. When you say run, you just run. And because you do that and you form this habit loop, the habit might be wrong. And when the habit's wrong, it can be detrimental to your long-term health and ability to run. So what you want to do is keep it very simple. Focus on that foot strike first, and then you can start looking at, I wouldn't even worry about cadence, truthfully. Like, we work on cadence a little bit in the midfoot project towards the end, but cadence is something that too many runners are focused on. Just worry about where your foot and knee position is at the center of the time that you hit the ground, and that's the best place to start. Don't worry about anything else. If you want help with all of this and improving your run form, we have a midfoot project. Starts tomorrow. Registration ends today. Go to midfootproject.com and you'll see all the details of how to sign up for that. It's something you can start at any point. We start tomorrow, but you can start it later on if you want. And just always keep it simple. That's the key thing. So I got to get this run in, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll probably go live a little bit later, talk a little bit more. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments. All right. Have a great day. Bye.